İkisi de bir yürek. Mojaro va murosa. O'z-o'zidan joylashib ketaveradigan urg'ular, to'xtamlar va tinish belgilari. Faqat ikki kishiga eshitiladigan musiqa, albatta tango. Tushunish shart emas, uni his qiling va raqsga tushing. Bu raqsning barcha jihatlarini ko'rsatib berish imkonsiz. Aytishlaricha bir marta tangoga tushib ko'rsangiz, u bilan butun umr xayrlasha olmas ekansiz. Dasturimizning yangi soni qahramoni bilan aynan shunday bo'lgan. Boshqacha bo'lishi ham mumkin emas. Chunki u Latin Amerikasidan kelgan. U yerda esa ko'pchilik shu raqs bilan yashaydi. Chunki bu qit'a turli tuman xalqlarining madaniyatlaridan tarkib topgan. Sizni ko'rganimizdan xursandmiz. Siz Connecting Cultures dasturining yangi sonini tomosha qilyapsiz. Men uning boshlovchisi Diasman va bugun Meksika muhitidan bahra olamiz. Bizga bunda Артуро Александро yordam beradi. U Meksikada tug'ilgan, bir muddat Qo'shma Shtatlarda yashagan. Hozir esa Qozog'istonda faoliyat olib bormoqda. Shunday ekan do'stlar, dasturimizning ushbu sonini o'tkazib yubormang. Arturoni birinchi marta ko'rib turganlar hech ham raqqos deb o'ylamaydi. Professor, pedagog deb o'ylashi aniq. U haqiqatan ham ingliz tilidan dars beradi va milongalar, ya'ni tango kechalariga borib turadi. Qozog'istonda yashaganiga ham 1 yildan oshdi. Arturoning aytishicha, u Qozog'istonga moslashdi va o'zini bu yerda qulay his qilmoqda. Qozog'istonda kelajagingizni qanday ko'rasiz?
To tell the truth, I'm open to anything right now. I want to stay here as much as I can. I really enjoy my life here. I want to settle as much as I can, and if I wouldn't mind staying here.
Umuman olganda bu yerda qolmoqchiman. Imkon qadar ko'proq. Menga davlatingiz haqiqatan ham yoqadi va Qozog'istonda yashash imkoniyatini qo'ldan boy bermaslikka harakat qilyapman. Atrofimdagilar yaxshi odamlar. Mening maqsadim bor. Bu xalqqa til o'rgatmoqchiman.
Yeah, it's a nice country. I'm very happy here, nice people, and I like the challenge of maybe having to learn 2 languages. So
Артуро Qozog'iston poytaxtidagi katta til markazida ishlaydi. Ishtirokchilarga uning darslari juda yoqadi va bunday munosabatni ikki tomonlama ko'rish mumkin. Артуро darslarni mazmunli qilib o'tishdan tashqari, ularga qiziqarli tus berishga ham harakat qiladi. Shunday erkin muhitda tilni o'rganish yaxshi samara beradi, deydi Артуро. Qozog'istonga kelgunga qadar u Chexiya, Polsha, Sloveniya, Latviya, Germaniya, AQSh va Rossiyada ishlagan.
At one point, someone offered to do a voluntary teaching voluntarily in Russia.
Ma'lum bir vaqt rus tilini o'rganishga qaror qildim. Internetda rus tilini amalda qo'llashga yordam bera oladigan odam qidira boshladim.
So I looked for help on the internet, and
Bu odam Qozog'istonlik bo'lib chiqdi. U ingliz tilini o'rganmoqchi ekan va shu tariqa 2 yil davomida muloqot qildik. O'sha paytda Polshada yashardi.
So she was helping me with my Russian, I was helping her with my English for a little bit, and we stayed in touch for 2 years.
Va ta'til vaqtida Qozog'istonga kelishga qaror qildim. To'g'ri, poytaxtga keldim. Shu paytda Expo 2017 xalqaro ko'rgazmasi bo'layotgan edi.
To check out the country, how nice it is. So I came to Astana. It was around the Expo, and I was very surprised by the city, like the nice buildings, how clean everything is, how kind people are, how welcoming actually.
Shahar g'aroyib imoratlar, ko'chalarning tozaligi, mahalliy aholining yaxshiligi va ularning mehmondo'stligi meni g'oyatda hayratga soldi. Odamlar bilan tanishib, ushbu ta'lim markazini topdim.
He helped me through friends to find a school here who might need teachers, and that's how I ended up here. So through this friend of mine.
Артуро mексikaliklarning Qozog'iston haqida bilganlari Sovet ittifoqi davriga tayanishini, ba'zan ittifoq tarqalib ketganligini, u yerliklar hali ham bilmasligini tan oldi.
So the question that I forgot to ask you is about Kazakhstan once again.
Bu yerga kelishingizdan oldin Qozog'iston haqida bilarmidingiz yoki yo'qmi deb so'ramoqchi edim. Madaniyat tariximizni o'rgandingizmi?
About what the people like and what's the culture actually is all about.
Right, yeah, I did. I actually, well, I told you the story with my friend I met on the internet, and before I met her, I have seen some documentaries.
Ha, albatta. Poytaxt haqidagi videolarni ko'rdim. Ulardan Boyterak, Xanshatir, Oq O'rda haqida bilib oldim. San'at va dizaynga qiziqaman. Sizga aytsam, bu yerda turli davrlarga xos uslublarni o'zida mujassamlashtirgan noodatiy arxitektura ansamblini darhol payqadim. Bu yerda odamlar ko'plab tillarda gaplashishini guvohi bo'ldim.
And I learned that this is a planned city and so on. Then I learned a little bit more about the culture and how it was part of the Soviet Union for a while, part of the Russian Empire. And for me, it's kind of fascinating to see a mix of many cultures here, and how the country is, has different cultures, even languages, two official languages, but at the same time, I feel that there's a sense of unity, like people feel proud of their country, which I think it's very important for a country to move forward.
Arturoning vatani haqida so'z yuritadigan bo'lsak, birinchi navbatda qadimgi Azteklar va Mayalar jumboqlari, kanyonlar, kaktuslar, Karib dengizi sohillari va 90-yillarda don qozongan Meksika seriallarining nur yog'ilib turgan qahramonlari yodga tushadi. Arturoning so'zlariga ko'ra, Meksikaliklar haqiqatdan ham seriallardagi kabi xalq, juda qiziquvchan, ozgina sodda, har doim kechikadi, ammo o'ta do'stona. Meksikaliklar voqealar rivojini o'z holicha qoldirib, hech qachon shoshilmaydilar. Ammo ko'plab davlatlarda bo'lgan Arturo dunyodagi jamiki insonlar bir-biriga o'xshash deb o'zi uchun xulosa chiqardi. Oilaga yaqinlik, kelajak uchun qayg'urish, davlatdan norozilik, yalqovlik va ko'ra olmaslik kabi hislar dunyoning barcha odamlarida bor.
I'm from Mexico, but I lived in the U.S. I finished my high school and did my university years. Plus, I'm from the northern part of Mexico.
Meksikada tug'ilganman, AQShda yashadim. O'sha yerda maktabda tahsil oldim, oliygohni tamomladim. Men Meksikaning shimoliy qismidanman. U yerdan AQSh chegarasiga 10 daqiqada yayov yetib olish mumkin. Sayohat qilish menga oson edi.
Since an early childhood, I've been exposed to the English language. Well, it's very beneficial. Unfortunately, for the past years, in some areas, has been quite dangerous because of some violence going on.
Bu yoqdan bu yoqqa mehmonga borib kelaverardik. Shuning uchun ingliz tili asosiy tilim bo'lgan deyishim mumkin. Bugungi kunda vaziyat o'zgardi va oldingidek emas. Bolaligimdagi kabi turli sabablarga ko'ra bemalol o'tib qaytishning ayni paytda imkoni yo'q.
On both sides of the border, and a constant exchange of cultures happening on both sides. It's quite good, yeah.
Now, for all of the viewers who still confuse Mexicans with all those Latin Americans,
Tomoshabinlarimizga Meksika Latin Amerikasida joylashgan deb ayting.
basically not Latin Americans, right?
No, we are.
Ha, xuddi shunday. Meksika 100% Latin Amerikasi davlati.
Yeah, no, we're 100% of that.
Many of
Ko'pchilik Meksikani Shimoliy Amerikada deb o'ylaydi.
to the North America.
Okay,
Right.
geographically, we belong to North America.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not only in Kazakhstan.
Ha, geografik tomonlama shunday. Bir do'stim bor. Bir kuni u menga Meksika Janubiy Amerika deb uqtirmoqchi bo'ldi.
I said that Mexico it's in South America, and I was pretty upset about it because we are.
Mexico is not in South America.
Bir so'z bilan aytganda, u Janubiy Amerikada emas, ammo Latin Amerikasi davlati
We
sanaladi.
are still Latin American. So it's how can I compare this to? It's like, for example, I would say, I don't know, Turkey maybe. Like part of Turkey is Europe.
Biz Shimoliy Amerikadamiz va Latin Amerikaliklar sanalamiz. Masalan, Turkiya kabi. Bu davlatning yarmi Yevropada, yarmi Osiyoda.
Of a community of, we are like an ethnicity, Latin American ethnicity, but geographically we are located in North America.
Professor Артуро Александро boshqa meksikaliklar kabi juda qiziquvchan. Shuning uchun Qozog'istonga keliboq mamlakat tarixi, mahalliy mentalitetni va xalqlarimizni birlashtirishi mumkin bo'lgan barcha holatlarni o'rganishga tushib ketdi.
cultural difference between Mexican?
Meksikaliklar va qozog'istonliklar o'rtasida umumiylik nimada? Fikringiz qanday?
Or
Usually,
maybe similarities?
yeah, I was going to tell you that usually for me it's easier to spot the similarities.
Right.
Something that I find very, that it's quite similar is family.
Eng asosiysi bu yerda oilani, oilaviy qadriyatlarni birinchi o'ringa qo'yishadi. Shunday bir hazil bor.
It says, half my family's coming, you have like 40 people,
40
yeah,
people, yeah.
so they only have a family. So we do keep family in, it's highly valued in Mexican culture.
Meksikadan birorta oila kelayotgan bo'lsa, demak ular kamida 40 kishi deyishadi. Qozog'istonda ham oilalar katta.
Everyone, it's very close.
We even call them brothers because we don't have it like a word cousin. We don't have it.
Yeah, which for me is very confusing because sometimes people tell me like, oh, my brother and my brother, and sometimes for me it's like, how many?
Yana bir o'xshashligimiz go'shtni yaxshi ko'ramiz.
And then I realize it's they're talking about their cousins.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's something that I find quite similar.
What else? Because I understand that here in Astana you can find like very cuisines, like Russian cuisine. What else? Chinese.
Shu o'rinda bir gap. Qozog'istonda dunyo taomlarining juda ko'p turlarini topish mumkin. Meksikacha taomni sog'inmadingizmi?
Authentic Mexican food. Not being like an avid Mexican eater.
Actually, yes and no. Like I've been out of Mexico for a long time, so at this point I'm kind of used to it. But sometimes like I try to do some what we call quesadillas.
Ba'zan quesadilla tayyorlab turaman. Do'konga borib lavash, pishloq sotib olaman va haqiqiy meksikacha taom tayyorlayman. Fasol ham qo'shaman albatta.
That's it. That's my quesadilla. So sometimes, and beans are not hard to find here. So very, there's like the very important for Mexican food is to have some beans in there. So there are like times when I really want a little Mexican thing, and that's the thing I do. Cook my quesadilla. That at least in Astana, because it's the capital. There are a lot of elements that are very similar to other cultures. That's what I've been noticing. I've been teaching in 4 countries now, and the younger generations seem to have a very similar culture and similar mindset because the world is connected. Let's say YouTube, Instagram. So they like the same people, they watch the same videos, and especially if they learn English, they are beginning to speak the same language, right? So I think people who have the access to modern technology.
Bu yerda poytaxtdagi dunyoning boshqa davlatlaridagi kabi sharoitlar bor. 4 ta davlatda ishlaganman va ularning yoshlari bir-biriga o'xshashligini payqadim. Bir qarashda har xil ko'ringani bilan ularning tafakkurlari mos keladi. Butun dunyo YouTube, Instagram kabi tarmoqlarga ulanganligi bois shunday bo'layotgan bo'lsa ajab emas. Virtual olamda chegara yo'q. Foydalanuvchilar bir xil videolarni ko'rishadi va bitta tilda gaplashishni boshlashadi. Zamonaviy texnologiyalar, sayohatlar o'zining madaniyati, mamlakati haqida so'zlab berish imkonini beradi. Qozog'istonning bir qator shaharlarida bo'ldim va bu mamlakatda odamlar oilaga, an'analariga bog'liqligini angladim. Bundan tashqari qozoq oilalarida Yevropacha ismlarning qo'yilayotganligi men uchun qiziq holat.
Some names that are very Western, and in the north of Kazakhstan I feel, and in the south people I've met are mostly very traditional names. So on the one hand I think that some places are catching up with culture in general. But some places have remained traditional. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because the people there they just want to keep their traditions and they value it more. Maybe it's because cities are bigger. I don't really know what the reason might be. But I've noticed that there are some elements in some places that are equal to other Western nations, I think.
Thank you.
Suhbat uchun katta rahmat. Sizga ham tashakkur.
We'll be happy to
Thank
to
you
help.
very much. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Qozog'istonda qoling. Siz yaxshi insonsiz. Sizdan mamnunmiz.
As I heard from the managers
Oh,
to
okay.
some people, and you keep it up.
Tashakkur. Ishonamanki siz ham Meksikada mehmon bo'lasiz. Albatta, ko'rishguncha.